So apparently James Gunn's Superman is too dark. Apparently. But also context. We don't know if this is a joke or not. Basically, one of the actors that was rumoured for it, Jacob Elordi, which is, you can see the fan art of him now, he turned down the Superman audition because the role was too dark, apparently. So, yeah. Don't know what to make of that. It's interesting, I guess. But let's dive into this article. Hit subscribe if you're new here. It's basically an interview with GQ. That's what it is from. But there's a bit of background. There's obviously news. As it broke that Henry Cavill was ending as Superman, there was lots and lots and lots of rumours. One of the name was Jacob Elordi. He was rumoured quite a lot, actually. And there was loads of people thinking he was going to be a front runner. There's fan art. Loads. Even Superman Legacy, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn had to take to Twitter to say, "My thoughts are no one has been cast as Superman yet. Casting, as is almost always the case with me, will happen after the script is finished or close to finished, and it isn't. We'll announce a few things in not too long, but the cast of Superman won't be one of them." That was at the time. Obviously, it went to David Corenswet, so that's interesting. I don't particularly like him as a pick, to be fair, but fine. However, new interview with GQ, and Elordi was asked whether he could see himself in a superhero movie. And Elordi said, not particularly, no. Which is really quite a bold statement to make, actually. I think it does go to show, because it used to be the time that people would be like, yeah, sure, yeah, like no worries kind of thing. They would never want to close that door. But it's a sign of the times. Loads of people are just like, nah, I'm good, actually. So he says, not particularly no. I've always been told to say a rounded answer or my agents will get mad at me. Anything can happen. And obviously anything can happen. But at this stage in my life, I don't see myself having any interest in that. I like to make what I would watch. And I get very restless watching those movies. And then I'm supposed to finish it with never say never. So we don't know if he could be mad because he missed out on playing Superman. But apparently, all the speculation, the Australian actor confirms he turned down the opportunity to audition for Gunn's upcoming reboot. So he says this, well, they asked me to read for Superman. That was immediately, no thank you. That's too much. That's too dark for me. What? Interesting. Now, as this article notes, unless he's joking, because it is hard to say, because it's a print interview, we don't know. It does raise some questions about how Gunn is approaching the DCU's Superman. But, okay. Now, the article's like, well, it's unlikely he would have read a single page from Superman Legacy. But he could have been given an outline. So it's a bit up in the air, really. This whole thing's a bit up in the air. It doesn't really make that much sense. Because the story itself is about Superman's reconciliation with his Kryptonian heritage and his human upbringing. So I don't really understand how that's going to be too dark. That's too dark for me. It could just be the general direction. But I think, you know, broadly speaking, it's more comedic because it shows the turning of the tide with superhero movies in general. I mean, we had it recently from the Bear actor as well, going, nah, what's in it for me? Being told to F off by Marvel executives. So, well, it's pretty fair points, to be honest. So there you go. Apparently too dark. What do you guys think? Yay? Nay? I don't know if I want a dark Superman. Yeah. But anyway, love to hear your thoughts. Difficult to figure out the context of this one. I'm sure he'll get another interview soon and we'll figure a bit more out. But for now, too dark. Contextually, up in the air. Drop your thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.